This content is a work of fiction inspired by regional folklore, urban legends, cultural storytelling traditions, and anecdotal reports submitted online. While presented in a documentary narrative format for immersion and entertainment, no claims are made regarding the factual accuracy of the events described. Join the Red Sky Collective, subscribe, like, and activate notifications so you're among the first to receive our next classified case file.
Sometimes, horror doesn't scream. Sometimes, it just sits quietly in the back seat and waits for you to notice. It was close to midnight when the ride request came in. Residential street, no streetlights, just sleeping houses and a road that felt forgotten. The house I stopped in front of looked abandoned. No porch light, no movement, just a silent building with a crooked for sale sign. Primera, wa, aited. 1 minute, 2. Then the back door opened. Even though I hadn't seen anyone walk toward the car, a woman got inside. Elderly, sad eyes, cold skin. She spoke softly. Please, take me home. And for reasons I can't explain, I already knew the night had long memory. She didn't move much, didn't shift in the seat, didn't play with her hands. She just stared forward. Eyes open. Tirit, a faint smell filled the car. Not perfume, not sickness, just old, like a memory left behind too long. GPS destination appeared by itself. I didn't type it, didn't select it. A name of a cemetery appeared, and she whispered again, "He's waiting for me." That's when I noticed. No matter how cold the car became, she was colder than the air. The deeper we drove, the quieter everything became. No distant traffic, no wind, no night sounds. Just the sound of the car and breathing. My breathing. I asked gently, "Do you have someone meeting you?" She nodded. My husband. I left him waiting too long. It isn't polite to be late. Her voice wasn't confused. It wasn't weak. It was certain. And somewhere during that drive, the world felt thinner. We are in bed. No one was there. No security. No lights. Just stone. Grass. Silence. Her hand rested softly on the door handle. She didn't look scared. She didn't look sad. She looked relieved. "Thank you for bringing me home," she said. "Last time, they didn't let me leave." She opened the door. Cold air rushed in. I didn't see her step out. I didn't see her walk away. The seat simply lost its weight, like she had never existed at all. And I understood. The door was still open. Wind blew. Grass, mowbed. My heart pounded. Something told me to look, and something stronger told me not to. But primera deed. A gravestone near the car. Her face. Her name. Her death recorded decades ago. Same woman, same voice still echoing in my head. No footsteps. No shadow. Just that stone. And that truth. Names do not forget. I drove away eventually. Aching, breathing wrong, cold inside. I opened the app to confirm payment, to confirm the reality of it. There was nothing. No ride. No passenger. No record. Like the world politely agreed to lie to me. But sometimes, late at night, when my mirror catches, the back seat just right. The cushion dips, ever so slightly, like someone tired. Finally made it back home, and the road remembers.
Sometimes horror doesn't scream. Sometimes it just sits quietly in the back seat and waits for you to notice. It was close to midnight when the ride request came in. Residential street, no streetlights, just sleeping houses and a road that felt forgotten. The house I stopped in front of looked abandoned, no porch light, no movement. Just a silent building with a crooked for sale sign. I waited 1 minute too. Then the back door opened, even though I hadn't seen anyone walk toward the car. A woman got inside, elderly, sad eyes. Cold skin, she spoke softly, "Please, take me home." And for reasons I can't explain, I already knew the night had long memory.
The passenger, who wasn't alone, pick up at 3:20 a.m. Sometimes the scariest passengers aren't the loud ones. They're the quiet ones. The ones who carry something with them. That shouldn't be there. It was around 3:20 a.m. Cold. Fog swallowing the road inch by inch. The kind of night where the world feels paused. Pickup requests. Old neighborhood. Tall trees. Houses that felt older than the city around them. He was already waiting outside. Tall. Exhausted. A man who looked like life had slowly worn him down. He got into the middle backseat. Belted in, hands on his knees. Facing forward. He didn't speak, and the city felt like it was holding its breath. A voice that didn't fit a human. I tried to be friendly. Long day, yes. Instant answer. Wrong voice. Flat. Mechanical. Like the voice belonged to something standing just behind him. I joked weakly. At least you're headed home. He didn't agree. Yo peso. Yo peselense. 10. Sometimes I don't. Something twisted inside me. This wasn't sadness. This was resignation. Then he began whispering, not muttering, not talking to himself, whispering to something sitting with him. And 10. Something whispered back, from the same seat, from the same space. 2 presences, 1 body. The passenger. And the other one. And the other one. I turned the music down. Slow, subtle. I wasn't hearing things. Another voice was answering him. Close. 2. Close. He leaned forward slightly, like something pushed him. Then he laughed, but his face didn't. The sound came, without expression. Then he asked me, "Do you believe we choose what follows us home?" I tried logic. Stress. Mental health. He nodded slowly. Yes, it said that too. Temperature dropped. Every window breathed cold. He spoke calmly. There's something in my house. It used to wait. Now, it doesn't. Then the other voice spoke clearly. We stopped waiting. Shared breathing in the backseat. He explained things calmly. Too calmly. He touched him. Shoulder. Neck. Mouth. His hand hovered over his throat. The whisper laughed. A sound designed to be wrong. A whispered, "It doesn't want to stay there anymore." Then he leaned forward fast. Too fast. Right behind my ear. And Fina. He sounded afraid. It's learning how to travel. Fog swallowed the car. Every window clouded at once. Something exhaled. From everywhere. Then he whispered to it. Not. Everything froze. Silence reset the world. The house that was waiting. Ikalmeth. Estredeneth. Reset. Like someone pressed restart. We arrived at a dark cul-de-sac. No lights. No movement. He unbuckled slowly. Thank you for the ride. You've got me farther than most. He leaned forward, and the reflection in the mirror smiled. Not his face. Something using it. He stepped out. Door closed. 10. Click. Seatbelt buckled again. Be itself. Something stayed. No ride recorded. No fare. No data. Just missing time. My last registered trip. Over an hour earlier, but someone was still sitting there. Indent in the seat. Breathing. Listening. Waiting. The passenger who never left. I kept the lights on driving home. Didn't sleep. Now. Sometimes the seatbelt buckles on its own. Sometimes passengers ask if someone else is in the car. Sometimes people shiver. because they feel breath on their neck. And sometimes the mirror catches the backseat just right, and something smiles. Curious, patient, like it finally understands what home means. Sometimes I still drive, sometimes I don't. I've thought about quitting selling the car, changing cities, pretending nothing followed me home that night. But denial doesn't help when something breathes behind your ear while you're alone. Weeks passed, but the car never felt empty again. Little things started first. My rear mirror, always slightly tilted downward no matter how many times I fixed it. Like someone sitting behind me wanted to be seen only when they decided. Then came the smell. Not bad, not rotten, just run. Run, like a room no one should still be living in. Passengers complained about the temperature. I kept the heat on. They still shivered. One woman even asked, "Sir, is there somebody else in the back?" I keep hearing breathing. She wasn't the only one. The worst was the night another driver messaged in a local rideshare group, "Hey, anyone else get that guy who sits perfectly straight in the middle seat and doesn't blink?" My heart froze. I DM'd him immediately. What? What did he say? The driver replied, "Evidente." But something behind him. He refused to explain further. He doesn't drive anymore. Neiter, do, I, at night. But sometimes the app turns itself on. Sometimes the car unlocks itself. Sometimes when I step outside in the morning, there's moisture on the inside windows, as if someone had been breathing there for hours. Last week, I woke up at 3:17 a.m. to the sound of my car horn. Not blaring, not panicked, just one short honk, like someone was reminding me they were still waiting. I looked outside. The dome light in the back seat was on. The rear seatbelt was buckled. And in the quiet, in the stillness, the indent was there again. Deeper this time, like it was getting comfortable. Like it knew it wasn't going anywhere. And ever since that night, I've been afraid of two things: driving strangers and realizing one of them isn't a stranger anymore. Because if something learns how to travel, it eventually learns how to stay. And now I'm starting to understand what he meant when he whispered, "We don't always choose what follows us home. So may time it chooses you."
Some rides don't begin with fear. They begin with something far more dangerous: normalcy. A well-lit pickup, a quiet street, a passenger who smiles politely and thanks you for stopping. Nothing about the ride feels wrong at first, until the conversation shifts, until the night changes temperature, until the person sitting behind you stops feeling like just a person. Because this next account submitted to Red Sky Collective isn't about ghosts returning home. It's about something that never belonged here in the first place. And once it gets inside your car, it doesn't care where you're taking it. It already knows where it wants to go.